Lately I've been living on a highlight. I've been up so high cause this my lifestyle. One thing I'ma tell you about my life, I'ma get it right now. Yeah.
welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jada. Welcome to my growing channel. Make sure you subscribe to be a part of my family. Y'all already seen the title and the thumbnail, so you already know what this vlog consists of. I was downstairs doing my daily devotion, as y'all seen. Fixed me a little breakfast, which is something that I normally don't do. But today is going to be a very productive day, so I need some fuel to keep me going. So yeah, I'm super excited to vlog this journey, y'all, and this experience. Like, I'm super nervous. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not, but I'm like super nervous because this is like my dream job. So, you know, this is the journey that I'm on. Something I've always wanted to do, something I've always wanted to experience. So it's a little, you know, emotional or whatever, but I'm not gonna get on here and cry. But yeah, so I am very, very grateful that they're allowing me to record, because I did not think they were gonna allow me to, but she said it was okay. So y'all will be coming along with me, and yeah. All right, y'all, so Brickley, which is the reporter that I am shadowing today, she is finna do a interview over there to set up. I don't know if y'all can see or not, but she's finna do an interview with this lady. Her son passed away a while back, and hazing, I believe, is what we're going to be talking about today. Well, what she's going to be talking to her about, just like asking her some questions and stuff like that. So we're in this conference room, and y'all, like, this isn't even half of like what this building is. Huge, like, it's huge. But I'm supposed to be touring, so I am definitely gonna bring y'all along with me. Y'all, I am so excited. Like, my heart is literally racing, and this feels like home for real. So I will be with y'all after the interview. I'm gonna try to get some clips in there, but yeah.
So usually I'm like out in the field, like at someone's house, or knocking on doors and doing interviews like elsewhere.
Nice.
A couple things. A big part of it is just making sure everybody in this building is communicating with all of our photographers and reporters that are out in the field and going to get stories.
Nice.
I make sure that reporters know what their story is going to be each day. Sometimes they come in with stories already set up. They have interviews ready to go. I just kind of check in with them, say, hey, you're still good to go today. And they're good, and they kind of do that on their own. Sometimes they'll need help finding a story. My job is to help them find a story, something that they can cover that day. My job is to also facilitate live shots for each day. And I'm also in charge of coordinating extra content that our reporters don't get. So anything that's not like covered by a reporter, I'm in charge of assigning a photographer to either shoot that content or getting pictures and videos somehow that we use on air and on our digital platforms. Pretty much it, though. Just communications mostly.
That's nice. And how long have you been doing this for?
So I started here about 5.5 years ago. I started as a digital content producer. I did that for about 1.5 years, and then I've been at the assignment desk for about 4 years, 3.5 years. So
That's nice.
I went to USC and majored in mass comm.
Nice. I never heard that. That's pretty cool.
But they had like, the thing I liked about USC is they had like a lot of student programs for like people who wanted to go into media. Like they had a journalism channel, and they had like sports reporting. So it was like basically like a club that you could join, and it was really fun. So I enjoyed it.
That's good. But yeah, guys. Brickley went out. She'll be back. She went to get an oil change and get his lunch. We're getting Chick-fil-A. Y'all know I love Chick-fil-A real bad. So yeah, and then when she comes back, we're gonna tour. She's gonna show me the building or whatever. Like I said, it's like really big in here. On the outside, you would not have like think it would look like this, but Thomas said that sometimes they complain about it being small, but I think it's huge in here. So yeah, that's that. So I'm just chilling here with Thomas. Trying trying to figure out what else I want to tell y'all, but yeah, I will just pick back up the camera when Berkeley gets back, and we'll continue with this vlog.
So this is whenever I'm live later today. This is where I'll be. And there's, you can see the teleprompter and the cameras are actually those tiny little. Those are the cameras, and they're actually controlled in the from the control room. So
nice. It's big in here.
There's the anchor desk and right there, and then here's the meteorologist, like our weather area. Then of course the green screen where they do the weather reports. But sometimes they do it from here. They do it from both.
Nice.
And the cool thing really about our studio is all the cameras are run from the control room. So like you don't have like actually someone in here running the cameras. They're just remote, which is pretty cool.
So like, is it just the people that like, just like the meteorologists, and then like whoever's up there, it's just them in here? Or
and
is
then
there...
and then there's a reporter like doing a live hit over there. But yeah, that's it. There may be 4 people in here at a time. No one else. And then
you would think it's like so hectic and like loud and like
it's as quiet as it is in here, other than just reading the scripts. Everything else is, you could hear a pin drop.
cool.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. Yeah, so there's the 2 anchors there, 1 or 2 people at the weather center, and then someone's doing a live hit. And that is
nice.
Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you. So the teleprompter, which you can see like up there, that's where the teleprompter, you know, whenever the show's on, that'll be moving, like scrolling. So the teleprompter is actually run right here. So the anchors do the teleprompter. As they're reading, they do it with their own hand.
Nice.
So that's kind of
That's cool. This is like behind. This is what they'll see. So cool.
This is our green room, so this is like where we get ready and stuff in here. Or if we have guests.
Oh my goodness. This is nice. This is cute. I like this.
Snow, but then like a lot of springtime
cute.
type shots in summer whenever it's nice outside, so you can see the cameras out there. It's a really cool little area.
Yeah, this is super nice.
This is Jada.
Hi y'all.
Producer stack that run down in where they want. The directors coded to make their vision happen, and then all the changes and stuff happen in here. Everything is hot switched and whatever. That's us doing that up front, and the producers are over there. Anchors are out in the studio, and then we talk to everybody. And sometimes chaos happens, and sometimes not.
Together in real time,
Yeah.
like live real time. Everything that everyone's worked on all day. This is where they all put it together. Happen to. But what you're seeing, these are like all different feeds that we have, like from different areas. So some of those would be ours, right? Like different cameras, like the lake.
Yeah, camera
shots.
21 through cam 30 are all ours. Cam 22 is Brevard. I think it got hit with ice because they said it was dropping like ice and torpedoes. So that's what's pointing at the ground right now. Then we've just been up there to look at it. But cam 21, that's our tower cam out front. Cam 22 is up in Brevard. Cam 23 is our Clemson camera. Cam 24 is our Lake Kiowee. Cam 25 is our Paris Mountain Tower camera. That's looking towards Greenville right now. We can also point it towards Furman in the mountains. Cam 26 is downtown on the building, not on the Grand Bohemian, but on the building right behind it. So we can see a lot of cool stuff downtown. Cam 30, that's up at what's the hotel that we do the gingerbread thing up all the time?
Oh, Grove Park Inn.
Grove Park Inn.
We had a camera there. That's cool.
Fields, that's what they're up on. Max 1, 2, and 4 are actually all of our weather people stuff. Max 3 is our traffic computer. Frame sync 1, 2, and 3 we can route anything we want to in there. So there's even with all of these feeds, there are still other things that we need to put the air stuff that we don't have enough space on the monitors. Surprisingly. So we have those to put there. Cam 11, 12, and 13 are our back deck cameras.
Remember I showed you like little fox garden area back there?
And that's what that is down there. And then cam 1 through 8, that's all in the studio. Cam 10's our fishbowl, where they're getting ready probably to do our sports show soon. And then REM 20 is actually our OTT room back there. They can route whatever they want in there. And so right now, that looks like Cam 26 that they have in there, or downtown Greenville camera. We've been doing cut-ins still about the weather and stuff through there.
Yeah, weren't the meteorologists this weekend doing those so they were like giving like hourly weather updates. It's like a streaming room, right?
Little studio, yeah.
And I just had to take me a little break. I could not start when everybody was starting college. I was like, I need to like figure out what I want to do really. And just, gap. And then, I did kind of like feel like I wasn't doing anything just by working. Like I felt like very discouraged because, everybody was in school and everybody I knew and stuff. And I was like, I'm just like at home and I'm like getting up, clocking in. I don't feel like I'm really doing anything with my life and stuff. But like my parents were just like encouraging me, like, it's best to do it when you're like up to do it. Like I knew mentally, like graduating, like I was not going to be able to start school like when everybody else was starting. Like I was like, I need a break.
But you don't also have to know what you want to do when you go into school.
Yeah.
I was going to be a natural physics major, and I was for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
And then my advisor was like, you really need to take an arts class to fulfill this requirement. And I took a film production class, and here I am.
Here you
I
are.
mean, I was planning on going to law school, and I studied political science up until my last year. And then I was like, oh wait, Clemson doesn't have a broadcasting program. I got to figure out because I had all my other classes, so I had to find a play another school. And I just took all my broadcasting classes at USC Upstate, and it worked out.
You went to USC Upstate?
Mm-hmm. That's where I graduated, but I went to Clemson.
Really?
Most of my college years were at Clemson, but I just
I
I literally took
USC
all my
Upstate.
broadcasting classes there. They have a pretty good broadcasting program.
It's good. I don't know.
I went to the University of Pittsburgh.
Are y'all always like hiring people here?
I
Like
mean, it's
Just
it depends.
yeah.
Like I have spurts where I don't hire people, and then I'll have people move on. This is we call it a stepping stone size market. It depends on what you want to do for your life. There are people who come in the markets these sizes, like between like 20 and 40, and by market size I mean like the city size, how many viewers you have, and all that kind of stuff. Smaller markets like in Augusta, Georgia, you're not going to make as much money. You don't have as many eyeballs on you, so you're not going to get as much commercial time. Usually you start off on something small like that, you move up, and then you move up, and you move up. However big you want to move up, that's up to you. But where your personal thing is, like I used to work in Atlanta, hated Atlanta.
really? And you would think like
That's where I want to go. I want to go because we've talked about this, but I haven't even applied for another job.
I told her, I said before
would
you
think
fly
Atlanta.
anywhere, you go get a hotel room, you go pretend you're going to work at one of the stations, and you drive there to and from in traffic for a week. We got to the point where we started editing everything that we were doing because it was like, well, this is going on, like that's 45 minute drive each way.
Yeah.
Well, this is going on, well, that's an hour because it's on the other side of Atlanta. We're on the, we were on the Cobb County side, and this was over by Stone Mountain. It's like, you really want to go sit in the car for an hour each way.
Right.
Because you're already sitting in the car an hour to an hour and a half each way for your commute. Like to go get groceries right down the road was a half hour each way. And it was like
Yeah.
this everything you were like, do I really want to be in the car that long to get there?
Right. Yeah, that's
And you just stop doing stuff because you're like, I don't want to be in the car anymore. I've already been in the car 3 hours today. I don't want to be in the car anymore today. Like I jokingly said, but it was true. The first year we went down to downtown Atlanta to see the fireworks. We got tickets to go on the aquarium and do that whole spiel. And it took me over an hour to get home. I lived 12 miles from the aquarium, and it took me over an hour to get home from the fireworks. The next year we went up to Chattanooga, Tennessee, another city, another state. I got home within 15 minutes of the time it took me to get home from downtown.
wow.
Yeah, that's put it in perspective.
Wow.
It was like, what are we doing here? And like, and anytime there was an accident, like your hour commute would be 2 hours. Anytime there was snow, it was 2 hours. It was,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not that Atlanta doesn't have a lot of fun. Like we had a couple producers go there, and one of our Access Carolina reporter go there, and I'm like, there's a lot to do. It's not that there's not a lot to do. It's not that there's not a lot of fun stuff to do. It's how much do you like being in your car?
Yeah.
And when you first get there, that conversation is like, but I just moved here, so I want to go see all the things.
Mm-hmm.
And then the longer you're there, the more it's like, God, I'm in my car all the time.
Yeah.
And that was just my fiance and I were just like,
Okay,
city.
well maybe that's not the move. And you would think like, because Atlanta is like a big place, so you would think like that's like,
It's a number 7 market or number 6, depending.
yeah,
It
like
flip flops with
that's the
Boston.
big,
Yeah,
it's
so
a
that's
big league,
and that's like my
yeah.
that's my whole idea of like wanting to go to Atlanta because it's close
to the west. And the good news is all of this will fall as liquid. No winter precip is in the forecast, so temperatures will be well above freezing.
A hazing death in Arizona is reigniting an upstate mom's push for change. Tucker Hips died during a pledge run with his Clemson fraternity back in 2014. And more than a decade later, his family is still pushing for change and answers. Only on Fox Carolina, our Brooklyn Cromer is talking with Tucker's mom about her fight to end hazing. Brooklyn.
A hazing death in Arizona over the weekend is renewing questions about accountability, putting a spotlight on how hazing is punished, and a mom's push to change laws here in South Carolina. 3 fraternity members at Northern Arizona University have been charged with hazing, a felony offense, after an 18-year-old died at a Delta Tau Delta rush event over the weekend. Police in Arizona said the teen, whose name hasn't been released, was found unresponsive after consuming a large amount of alcohol during an initiation event. Cindy Hips, whose son Tucker died during a Sigma Phi Epsilon hazing incident at Clemson University, now advocates for change on college campuses. In South Carolina, hazing is only considered a misdemeanor, punishable by up to $500 in fines and up to 1 year in jail. Now in Arizona, which has stricter laws, hazing becomes a felony when it results in death. Within days of the NAU student's death, the fraternity chapter's vice president, new member educator, and treasurer were arrested and charged in his death. Hips is still waiting for answers about Tucker's death. No arrests have ever been made and no charges have ever been filed, something she believes would have been different if South Carolina had its own felony hazing law.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to steal some of these snacks and put it in my purse. That cheesecake, Snicker ice cream bars. They got Twix ice cream bars. Let me get out of here. Hey y'all, so I've made it back home. As y'all can see, I did want to give y'all a little recap of my day or whatnot, and a lot has happened. As y'all can see, like, a lot has happened, so I'm gonna try my best to just debrief and let you guys know how I feel about everything. So first, I want to say that I'm super grateful for this, like, even to have this opportunity. Brickley, if you're watching this, thank you so much for just taking the time out to reach back out to me and give me this wonderful experience as you did. You're super amazing, and I definitely look up to you. You're great at what you do, your job. Everybody else that I met, I want to shout out Fox Carolina News. I love y'all so much. I will say that, like, this was definitely like confirmation of what, like, I already had on my heart from the beginning, from when I was younger or whatever. Like I told y'all, like, I've always wanted to do this. This is like my dream job. And just to see like how everyone operates in the station, and just to see like Brickley, like how she sets up and how she moves. And I know that I stated in my last vlog with the Q&A, I was like pretty much like just stating like I didn't really know what I wanted to do or whatever, but now I think that like I've got it. Like, y'all, I really can see myself being a news reporter. And yeah, like, I just had a great time, and I will be back. Like I said, Brooklyn did invite us, and I'm saying us because y'all are my family and I'm taking y'all everywhere with me. So yeah. I also want to shout out to like my mom, because none of this would have happened without her. Shout out to my mom, because I would not be where I'm at today without my mother. Okay, best mother on the planet, period. It goes to her. So yeah, I think that I'm just finna watch my little show, chill for the rest of the night. If you like the vlog, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all for the next video. I love y'all.
Yeah, my life. Right. Lately I've been living on a